Christmas is a very busy time for all the engines on Sodor. Many new tourists come over from the mainland to visit their families. In the midst of all the hustle and bustle, sometimes engines will be called to do work that they don't ordinarily do.
Good morning, everyone. Today is a very busy day, and there are plenty of jobs that need to be completed. Edward, you'll need to deliver coal to every station along the main line so that it can be picked up and taken to the houses. Henry, you'll need to pick up a special kipper at the docks and take it to Knapford Harbor. Toby, you must take Henrietta and pick up the workmen from Brendan Docks and take them to Knapford so that they can set up the Christmas party. James and Gordon, you must take the express since there will be many more people today. Percy, you must pick up the gifts for the children at Upper Sudbury and take them to Knapford for the party. Now, Thomas, I have a special assignment for you. There is a train at Vickerstown with special visitors. If you'd like, you can take Annie at Clarabelle for extra room for all the visitors. I'd like you to be as quick as possible in case the blizzard comes while you're in the middle of your journey. You will be supplied with some spare parts and coal in case of an emergency. Can you do that for me, Thomas?
Yes, sir!
The guard blew his whistle, and Thomas soon set off. Everything was going smoothly. Surprisingly, it was only lightly snowing.
Hopefully we can get everybody home in time. It would be a shame to have all these passengers miss the Knapford Christmas party.
Indeed. Let's hope for the best.
But as much as they hoped, disaster soon struck. A large and loud crack could be heard. Thomas applied his brakes and skidded to a stop.
What was that?
It must have come from one of your wheels. Or maybe worse, the coaches.
Thomas's driver took a look.
Hey, where's Clarabelle?
Thomas's driver then realized something.
That loud noise was Clarabelle's coupling snapping. Come on, we have to go back. How do we couple Clarabelle to Annie? Her coupling is unrepairable, and there's no extra couplings in the spare parts box her Topham hat gave us.
I know! Remember when James broke the brake pipe on one of his coaches? Maybe we could do something like that.
I don't think it'll work for coupling Clarabelle to Annie.
Well, we have to try. It's not like we have any other options.
So Thomas's driver tied a bootlace to Annie and Clarabelle. As Thomas was starting, the bootlace snapped.
Oh no!
I told you it wasn't going to work.
Just then, it began to snow harder.
This snow may cause some trouble.
What if I push Clarabelle?
That's the only option we've got. It's worth a shot. We'll have to take off your snowplow, though.
So Thomas switched tracks and pushed Clarabelle. Thomas couldn't see anything, so he tried to go faster to make sure he got to Knapford on time. Then there was trouble. Thomas noticed he was losing speed. Thomas slowly came to a stop with a very confused look.
Bad news, Thomas. You're out of coal.
Didn't Sir Topham give us extra coal?
Yes, but we used it all up. We'd have to look around for something to use as a substitute.
Thomas's crew looked around for something to use, but they didn't find anything.
I don't think we can make it to Knapford in time. All these passengers are gonna miss the Knapford Christmas party.
An hour passed by, as Thomas stood there, thinking he had failed. The snow would fly across his boiler and funnel as time passed on.
I'm sorry, everyone. It's all my fault. You won't get home in time, and it's all because of me.
Thomas closed his eyes, with the snow blinding him of sight. Then suddenly, they all heard a familiar whistle, and Thomas quickly opened his eyes.
Is that Edward?
Thankfully, it was.
Thomas! Thomas! There you are! Sir Topham Hatt was worried and sent for me to help. Say, why are you pushing Clarabelle?
Clarabelle's coupling broke, so I pushed her. Now I'm out of coal, so I can't go any further.
Don't worry, Thomas. I had one too many cars of coal, so you can have what's left.
Thank you, Edward. Weird question, but do you have anything to fix Clarabelle's coupling?
My driver always keeps a long rope in my cab ever since James became a runaway.
Better safe than sorry.
So, Charlie, you sure this rope is strong enough to keep both attached?
I'm sure it is. Even if it does come off, Edward will be pushing from behind.
Well, I trust you.
Edward's driver fastened the coupling to Annie. Edward got behind Thomas, and they soon set off to Knapford. Two engines passed through several stations. First Crosby. And Ellsbridge. Finally, they arrived at Knapford Station. It was 12:36 a.m. when Thomas and Edward triumphantly pulled into Knapford. All the engines were waiting and cheered as the two puffed in.
Well done, Thomas and Edward. I know you two were a little behind, but you still made it. As a reward for your hard work, you may both get a fresh coat of paint, and if you'd like, I've got another special job.
No thanks, sir. I'm too tired for another special job.
Well, that's fine. Anyway, Edward, would you like the job? It's a long freight train that'll have to go to the docks.
Oh, thanks, sir.